The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com present Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Basketball. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Railer basketball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Me Realty, locally owned and operated. Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Blades Nail and Hair Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skin care, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located in downtown Lincoln at 509 Pulaski Street. Call 217-735-4385. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Basketball. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order Butterburgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
Illinois 69-38. They lost to MacArthur, beat Rochester, beat Jacksonville, lost to Normal University High, U-High, and then they are on a 3-game losing streak. Normal U-High, Springfield Southeast, and then lost on the 17th of December, 66-55. Over Highland. We talked about the Railers. They're on a 7-game winning streak. The Railers coming into the contest scoring 53 points a game while only giving up 29, Scott. And we've talked a little bit about their defense has been really good. This will be one of the I think tonight will be a great test for them. We have not seen a real competitive game as of we'll go back to several games here. The last couple, 59-46, 61-23, 46-15, 61-28. 43-24, 51-30, 56-40. That's our 7-game winning streak. Really, we've had one competitive game. That's been Mount Zion, where we lost 36-27. The Railers need a couple competitive games before we head to Collinsville.
Well, yeah, like you said, Josh, this could be one of them. Typically, a Glenwood and Lincoln matchup equals low points.
Yeah.
And, it's usually defensive, sometimes turns physical, but we'll see how they match up this year. I know Glenwood struggled a little bit in a tough Central State 8 conference, and boy, I'm excited to get back in that conference and kind of rebuild this rivalry again. I think Glenwood was probably one of our top rivalries, them and Lanphier, and so to get back to that, it's going to be fun.
60th meeting between LCHS and Chatham Glenwood, good dating back to March the 1st, 1977. Last year, the Railers took care of Chatham at Chatham, 33-27 was your final. Take it back to the studio. 16 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the warm-ups. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
Alzheimer's, it was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show. Josh Gomnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium on a Tuesday night in non-conference action as the Titans from Chatham Glenwood have traveled to Lincoln, Illinois. The Titans coming to the record of 5-4 on the season, 2-3 in the Central State 8. Lincoln 8-1 and 4-1 in Apollo Conference. Sophomores just victorious here for head coach Greg Alexander by a score of 48-34. And Scott, as we get going here before Collinsville, of course, we'll have all the action on Collinsville. That starts next Wednesday at 2:30. The Railers will take on the Warriors. Did you know that?
The Warriors.
From Granite
Come out
City.
and play.
Yeah, from Granite City, Illinois. At 2:30 in Collinsville, and then after that, we don't know. It'll be two games on a Thursday for sure, and then another game on Friday. We hope the Railers get that first win, and then we can kind of look forward after that. But we talked about it. Going to be a competitive tournament down in Collinsville. So if you're not doing anything, let this supposed storm go through and have clear roads to the path of Collinsville, which is always a fun time.
Yeah, it is, and very disappointed that I'm not able to make that trip this year. But yeah, you talk about the storm rolling through. Railers going to get their games in. It could put a damper on the Illinois game Thursday. So
please bring that up. I've got tickets. I wasn't able to go last year. Had tickets, and then now it seems like it's going to be a struggle to venture down to St. Louis. But I'm going to give my best effort to get down there for sure.
Absolutely, and I will too. But we'll just have to see how it plays out.
Railer scoring for the season. Peyton Cook, the leading scorer for the Railers at 13 points per game, 5 rebounds. Next behind him is another senior, Camden Nelson. Nelson next in line with 7 points per game. So, the Railers have not scored the ball particularly well, Scott, this season. 53 points per game. We tend to maybe see that go up in Collinsville a little bit as long as we shoot the ball well because of the shot clock. But, boy, if you're only giving up 29, we've talked a little bit about the competition the Railers have played up until this point. It'll get stiffer starting tonight. But, if you can hold those guys to 29 right now, 35, 38, you like your chances to win your fair share of games.
Yeah, we haven't really went up against much size this year. We've had the size advantage for a majority of our games. So, getting down to Collinsville, not to look too far ahead, but, you're going to face some teams that are going to be bigger and maybe a little bit stronger. So the Railers, they're just going to have to play their game, but they're going to have to pick up the intensity and the meanness, the toughness, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, one thing the Railers have done really good at, and that's helped this defensive average, is rebounding. The Railers doing a really good job on the boards, offensive and defensive. And you look through the stats, they've got 191 total rebounds, 129 defensive, but 62 offensive rebounds, which is way more than what the normal Railers put up. And we talked about the way the coaches have put this thing on the rim that doesn't allow the ball to go in, and I don't know if that's all about it, but it seems to have helped, and we've given these Railers another chance on offensive possessions to get points on the board.
Now, is this a new device out? Or,
no, it's
been around for a while?
It's new to Coach Al. You talk about the new pants that the Railers are donning here tonight with the green and red striped warm-up pants. This new invention, or to him, new invention, had these trying out, seems to have helped out the rebound so far. So we hope it keeps going.
Absolutely.
One more break here, 10 minutes left here in the warm-ups. Send it back to the studios. You're in the Josh Comnick Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
Donating pet food can keep families together. Pets and people belong together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Welcome back, Railer Nation, here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium at Coach Neil Alexander Court, getting set for the Railers and the Titans from Chatham Glenwood High School. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic Pre-game show, Josh Comnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby here from Roy S. Anderson. 7:30 left here in the tip-off before their varsity action gets going. Again, the Railer sophomores victorious 48-34. The records for both teams, Lincoln 8-1, 7-game winning streak for the Railers. The last time that the Railers fell was back in November the 23rd to Mount Zion, 36-27. Since then, they've rattled off 7 in a row to get their record to 8-1, 4-1 in the Apollo. Chatham Glenwood on a 3-game losing streak as of late. 5-4 are the Titans, and 2-3 in the Central State 8. And Scott, as we get here, looks like a little diminished roster here for the Titans. I know they have 6 guys on the sophomore game tonight, and look like they don't quite have their full roster complement of players. I talked to a friend of mine that's from Chatham Glenwood, got a kid on the sophomore team that they have been hit with the flu bug, or I don't know what it is, some sort of a bug that's seems to be going around, and has hit Chatham here, at least for now, which is tough.
Yeah, it is going around, and it's disappointing when you got a majority of your team home sick, and but that just gives other kids the opportunity to step up, and they're going to make the best of it.
Again, the Railers travel to Washington tomorrow night. That is a 6:30 start. It will probably say something different on your schedule if you got one of the poster size schedules or the wallet size schedule. I believe it says 7 on those, but it is a 6:30. Our cameraman, Lloyd Kirby, checked with Coach Alexander. So if that's wrong, then it's Lloyd's fault or Coach Alexander's fault, one of the two. But 6:30 start over in Washington. 5 o'clock for the sophomore. Of course, we'll have all that action here on all of our, what would it be, Lloyd? Networks? Sure. All of our networks here at WLCN. That's going to wrap it up for us here on the pregame show. After a word from our sponsors, Scott and I will be back here in Lincoln to bring you the play-by-play action as Lincoln takes on Chatham Glenwood. As always, a big thank you goes out to all our sponsors. This has been the Josh Comnick, Grau Incorporated, and Schneider Chiropractic pregame show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Have you ever seen somebody treated unfairly because of the color of their skin?
Do you guys know what it means to have white privilege?
What is racism, and what do you think about it?
Talk to young children about what racism is, giving them the language to understand it. They can be disruptors. They can shape and shift culture.
We may not always know the answer, but we'll try and help you learn.
You don't have to have all the answers, but that doesn't mean we can't start.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could have just asked me.
Visit talkaboutVaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Good evening, Railer fans, and welcome to Lincoln Railer Basketball. WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com are pleased to bring you this evening's contest from Lincoln, Illinois, on the campus of Lincoln Community High School as the Lincoln Railers take on the Titans from Chatham Glenwood. Good evening, everyone. This is Scott Kirby alongside Josh Comnick, Lloyd Kirby on the camera and the social media. and we're ready to bring you all of tonight's action from Roy Anderson Gymnasium with Coach Neil Alexander Court. We'd like to wish a good evening to all of our listeners around the world listening via 96.3 FM on WLCNonline.com or on the Mixler app, as well as watching us live on YouTube. Turn the volume up and get ready for some Lincoln Railer basketball. The Railers come in tonight's action 8-1 overall, 4-1 in the Apollo, while the Titans have an overall record of 5-4, 2-3 in the Central State 8. Familiar foe here in Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium tonight as the Titans and Railers get set to play. We'll see this team next year, Josh, at least twice as the Railers move back to the Central State 8. But a game tonight that maybe not a lot of scoring, but good defense, good physical toughness, and usually a good matchup for both teams.
Yeah, you're right. They always provide toughness. That defense that kind of sits in the lane and really dares you to shoot. It's hard to get by them. We talked about the score last week, last year, 36-20. I don't know what it was. It wasn't very many, but it's just tough sledding to score. And especially when you play over there, I always thought it was tough to shoot. I never got a chance to play at their new gym, but those newer style gyms, it seems to me like it's tough, and their rims are hard, and it was tough sledding. Railers pulled it out late in the game, if I remember, in the fourth quarter. But we're hoping that we see a few more points. And but what would have been nice is these. I know it's hard to imagine or predict, but have the shot clock for these last two games right before Collinsville, just to get an idea of how it would work, and maybe give them some prep to get to Collinsville. But there won't be, and I'm sure it'll be a little slow pace to get tonight. Yeah,
we'll see. A different coach over on the Glenwood bench. We're used to seeing Coach Blakeman, but he's been gone for, 2 or 3 years now?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, this guy here has been here for a couple of years. Kirkpatrick is the coach now. So, yeah, we saw Blakeman for a long time, and now a new guy.
All right, we're going to take another commercial break as we are set for the playing of the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and opening tip here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Welcome back here, Railer fans. Getting set for the starting lineups between the Titans and the Railers here from Coach Neil Alexander Court here on a Tuesday in non-conference action. Looks like the Titans from Chatham Glenwood will be in their traveling red jerseys here. Cameron Kurtz bringing you the opening here for the Railers and the Titans. Here, according to, again, the Railers will be at Washington tomorrow for a 6:30 start over in Washington. That'll be a 5 o'clock start for the sophomores. We'll have all the action here on our WLCN networks. 5-4 on the season and 2-3 in the Central State 8. First man out for head coach Cody Kirkpatrick, 6 foot and a junior, number 3, Jack Detro. 6'1" and a sophomore, number 5 is Gavin Simmons. 6'6" and a senior, 22 is Josh Jones. 6'4" and a sophomore, number 34, Jonathan Helm. And 6'4" and a sophomore, 42 is Matt Held. Again, their head coach is Cody Kirkpatrick, second year over at Chatham Glenwood. Now the starting lineup for your home team, the 8-1 Railers 4-1 in the Apollo Conference. Santa Claus out. One of the students got the Santa Claus outfit on as they'll meet some of the starters and the Railers as they come out through the tunnel of cheerleaders and some of the youngsters that get high fives from your current Railers. Looks like Coach Alexander will go with the starting lineup that really since this 7-1 winning streak took place. 5'6" and a junior, number 10, Keon Carson. 6 foot and a junior, number 3, Trey Schilling. 6'2" and a senior, 24 is Jake Biven. 6'5" and a senior, 22, Tyler Saucy. And the leading scorer, 13 points a game for the Railers, 34, 6'7", and a senior, is Peyton Cook. Of course, head coach Neil Alexander, assisted by Eric Ewald, Craig Alexander, Brandon Bird Farmer, Josh J. Mac McClellan, Zach Dom, and Gary Rademacher.
Tonight's tip-off sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Titans on the floor with their away reds, white numbers, white letters, and the Railers in their home whites. Green numbers trimmed in red, red numbers trimmed in green. As they trot out to the court, Cook and Jones set to square it up in the middle for the jump ball. And we are underway. Tuesday night basketball here at Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium as the Railers and the Titans tip it off. And the opening tip, tracked down by Saucy, saved into Carson. Railers with their first possession of the night. Cook with it on the wing, now up top to Biven. Biven drives, kicks it out to Schilling. Nothing there, they'll work it back to the left. Biven in the corner, back up top to Carson, now to Schilling, over to Cook. Cook on the wing, guarded there by Jones. Now they'll work it back to the left.
Yeah, good matchup there, Cook and Jones. Two seniors, both about the same height, 6'7", 6'6" for Jones, and Jones gets the tip away first. Turnover by the Railers.
Titans with their first possession, 0-0, held with it, now over to Helm. Now to Simmons. They work it around, Simmons with it up top. Now over to Detro. Detro guarded there by Biven, lost it. Biven picks it up, 0-0. Don't expect a high-scoring game tonight. Usually this matchup, low-scoring, tough defense, disciplined team. And the Railers looking to get on the board. Biven with it up top. He'll go right to Schilling. Now Schilling to Cook. Railers running some weave, looking for the opening shot. Biven regains it, gets a Carson. Still 0-0, 6:40 to go in the first. Bivin fakes, gets to the lane, kicks it out to Schilling. Now they'll work it back to the right. Carson up top, deep three. Ooh, in and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Helm for the Titans.
Got good defense there for the Titans, and as we talked about, going to be a good test here for the Railers. Chatham, Glenwood, all up in us with a man-to-man. 10-second call here. A second turnover now for Chatham.
Something to keep an eye on, Josh. We talked about it pregame. Titans with a short bench tonight. Railers will go 4 or 5 deep. So as this game goes along, let's see the stamina and see if the Titans get wore down. Carson drives to the middle, nothing there. Kicks it out to Saucy. Saucy for a deep three, nothing but net. And it's a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer.
Boy, and that's a little deeper than I thought. Saucy, another turnover for Chatham, which gives them 3, and good ball pressure there by Carson, but thought that was a little farther out than what Saucy normally shoots the ball from, but right through the net, and we'll take it.
Number 10 is going to check in for the Titans. That's Carson Duran, a 6'3 sophomore.
Carson Duran, it's out of bounds, Lincoln.
And Railer basketball, 3-0, 5:54 to go in the first. Carson with it up top, now over to Saucy. Works it to Cook, just above the elbow. Now Schilling in the corner for a 3, got it. Schilling with the 3, and it's another Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer, and the Titans need a timeout.
Yeah, they a couple threes, and Coach Kirkpatrick not happy with his defense. Probably really wanting to get out on the threes. Really, we haven't shot it well this year, but I think getting after his guys right now about not getting out on the three-point line, but also turning the ball over.
Yeah.
3 turnovers already for Chatham, and has not made head coach Kirkpatrick too happy.
Yeah, and he's seen these games before. We've talked about it, like a broken record, but they're not high-scoring games. You don't want to get it too far away where you just want to keep it close. And 2 threes off the bat for the Railers, and the Titans, they've got to regroup. Simmons will inbound. Duran to be on the other end. Now back to Simmons. Over to Duran. Carson causing some trouble up top. Just about to travel by Duran. Now Simmons. They'll get it across there, but double teamed, and going to step on the baseline is Helm as Cook and Bivin trapped Helm and just lost his footing and stepped out.
They had a heck of a tight end a couple years ago named Helm that went on to Tennessee or Duke or something like that, and he played some time in the NFL. It looked just like him. I wonder if that's his brother.
Out of bounds off the Titans, going to stay with the Railers.
David Helm, I believe his name was. You could look him up.
I think that's made up.
No, it's not.
No? Schilling to inbound on their own baseline. Railers up 6-0, 5:18 to go in the first. Schilling all the way up top to Carson. Back to Schilling in the corner for a 3. In and out, no good. Rebound comes down to Jones for the Titans. And now Simmons. Now the Titans get it across the timeline. Now they throw it away. Carson tracks it down, up and good for Carson.
Yeah, another turnover now, 4 or 5 on the night so far for Chatham. 5 turnovers and no points.
8-0 Railers. Now another turnover tapped out of there by Cook. He's going to stay with the Titans.
It stays with Glenwood.
4:54 to go in the first. Railers with an 8-0 advantage. Titans with the basketball right in front of the student section. Is not where you want to be.
No, not a good spot. Or that guy, he had the ball right on the edge of the half-court line.
Kicks it out, stolen by Schilling. We got a fast break by Schilling. A lot of contact, no call, and Schilling able to finish the layup. Now the Railers up 10-0. 4:33 to go in the first quarter. Now a trap.
They're really struggling to get the ball across half court.
Get it to Jones. Jones up and good.
Yeah, they needed that one. Jones, the senior, steps up and gets a big basket there. 10-2 now. Railers with the lead.
Railers with the basketball. Cook trying to get it down to Cook.
Yeah, I think Cook had pretty good position there. Bivens just got to take one more dribble toward the baseline and feed him with a nice bounce pass, and I think Cook's got 2 points.
Carson now up top to Bivin. Bivin goes right, spins left. Now to Carson. Carson gets to the lane, dishes off to Bivin. Bivin up, he'll be fouled. And they're going to get Jones on the foul.
Nice job by Carson there of getting in the middle of the lane. And he understands he's not big, not tall, but he did a good job of drawing some attention and then dished it off to Bivin. Much bigger, much stronger guy underneath. Maybe not stronger, but definitely taller. And good job by Carson of passing off to his teammate.
Jones picks up his first, team first. First one for Bivin is up and good. 3:59 to go on the first. Railers 11, Titans 2. Helm takes a break. Detro back in. Free throw up and good for Bivin.
Jake's been playing well as of late. Scott really doing a good job on the boards, and he's a lockdown defender on his side of the floor in that 1-2-2, and now picking up some big points there from the free throw line.
Detro over to Duran. Now they'll work it to the right. Back to Duran in the corner. Now Duran, they'll work it around Detro.
Haven't seen a guy other than Jones really look for any sort of offensive plays toward the hoop. It's been passing around until you get to Jones, either turn it over or Jones takes a shot.
There's a three by Jones, in and out, no good. Fought for underneath by Helm. And he'll be fouled and get 2 free throws.
And we talked about in pregame how good the Railers have been to rebounding, and there was only one person in the lane to rebound, and that was Helm. Railers took a break on that one.
12-2 Railers, 3:20 to go. First foul on Schilling. Railers' first team foul. Both teams with 1 foul.
Helm up and good. Helm is a 6'4" sophomore.
Oh, wow.
Started 3 sophomores on the night for Chatham.
No good. Rebound comes down to the Railers. Carson will trot it across the timeline. Now get it in the corner. Almost had a Cook or underneath, but he's cut off. Now Cook's going to take a 3 in the corner. Airballed it. Comes down to Helm, and the Titans look to push. Duran with it, goes left, gets it to Simmons. Now Detro, back to Simmons, over to Duran. Now Jones. Jones drives in, up, and a little reverse is up and good for Jones.
Yeah, Cook getting blown by on the baseline, and can't happen. You haven't seen really Jones do anything from the perimeter yet. He's drove a couple times on that baseline. Cook's got to do a better job of cutting off that baseline.
Yeah, kind of just sat there and watched him go by. Saucy for a 3, no good. And Duran with the rebound. Raiders on a little scoring drought.
We got those 2 big threes early on and haven't been able to connect on one since.
12-5, 2:10 to go in the first. Titans with the basketball. Jones with it in the corner. He's going to take a 3 off the rim, no good. And the rebound comes down to the Titans, and we're going to add another foul on. Yeah, it's like Schilling. That's his second.
I think if you're the Railers, you just let Jones stand in the corner and shoot. Just don't let him go by you. He hasn't looked too good on his first couple jump shots. A host of Railers coming in, 4 of them.
Line change for the Railers.
Yeah, everybody out but Cook. Hayes checks in. Gowan checks in. Nelson and also Kingsley checking in.
So Schilling just picked up his team's second.
12-5 Railers up here, about 1:50 left here in the first.
Detro, he'll go right. Kick it out to Helm. I'm sorry, that's
Appenzeller, I believe.
24, he snuck in there. Appenzeller. Titans still trying to figure out the 1-2-2. Appenzeller now to Detro. To Duran. Appenzeller tries to get in, loses it, and it's going to be off his knee and go to the Railers.
Yeah, turnover now for Chatham. They're 7th here in the first quarter. Appenzeller just trying to do a little too much as he tried to drive in against the 1-2-2.
Gowan, now Hayes in the corner to Nelson, to Cook up top. Cook fakes left, goes right, going to be called for the travel as he picked up his pivot foot. And he's going to pick up the turnover, and it's going to go to the Titans. 12-5 Railers, 1:13 to go in the first. Tuesday night basketball here in Lincoln. Back in action tomorrow as we travel to Washington. Appenzeller gets it. That's tipped out there by Hayes. Tracked down by Nelson. Railers with the basketball. Nelson pushes left. Now kicks it back to the right to Kingsley, over to Gowan, in the corner to Hayes. Hayes to Nelson. Now Cook up top. Kingsley, Gowan in the corner, guarded there by Appenzeller. Now he spins out of it, up top to Hayes. Hayes fakes right, goes left, and loses the ball, and the Titans come away with it.
Boy, had a nice drive. Hayes set him up with a nice little shake to get his guy off balance, and had almost not quite a clear lane, but it was going to have a lane to the hoop, and then just fumbled it off the fingers.
There's Detro for a three, no good. Kingsley with the rebound. 30 seconds to go. We'll see if the Railers hold for one here in the first. Up 12-5 on the Titans. Nelson up top to Kingsley, over to Gowan. He'll pull it back out. Now the Railers are reset. Over to Gowan on the wing. They will hold for one with 17 on the clock.
You'll see if the Titans will quickly switch into the zone here.
10 on the clock. Kingsley with it up top. He'll go left. Now back to the right to Gowan. Gowan on the wing. Kicks it out to Cook. Now to Kingsley. 3 on the clock. Got to get one away. There's Gowan for a 3. Left it way short. And that's
they called a foul.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Foul on the
Sure
3
did.
as Appenzeller tried to block the shot as time expired, but I don't know. I was kind of paying attention to the ball flight
too,
and didn't see if there was a lot of contact, but there was enough for the official to call a foul. So 3 free throws going to Gowan here to end the first quarter. It's a tough free throw here.
It
right?
is. Everybody's watching.
Everybody's watching. Nobody on the line that you're used to. This is concentrating back at 7 o'clock, 7:15 free throws as you do in the morning, and everybody's you got to kind of block out everybody in the gym, which is a tough thing to do.
Second one no good for Gowan.
Correction, that was a 3-point shot, a third of 3 free throws.
And the third one for Gowan, up and no good. So 1 out of 3 for Gowan. And at the end of one, it's the Railers 13, the Titans 5. We'll take a commercial break, come back with second quarter action here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. So if you want to talk to your kids, you got to get it trending. I was just trying to get your attention.
Could I just ask?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Welcome back to Royal Sanderson Gymnasium. Scott Kirby, Josh Comnick, Lloyd Kirby here this evening. Paula back at the studio. And the Railers take a 13-5 advantage into the second quarter. Beat Titans basketball to start the second.
Yeah, Railers shoot 4 of 8 from the field in the first half, 50%, 2 of 6 from the three-point line, and 3 of 5 from the free throw line. That's a moving screen.
Titans work it around. Detro with it up top, guarded by Gowan. Detro goes right, now back to the left, now goes back to right to Simmons, to Detro. Detro goes left, tries to work it down low to Appenzeller, but he's not open. Now they'll reset to the corner to Simmons, now to Detro up top, all the way in the corner to Appenzeller. Now they work it down low to Appenzeller, up, no good. And the Railers with the rebound.
Yeah, good defense there by Hayes and Cook. I think Cook got the block, but Hayes did a good job of staying straight up. Hit it.
Nelson's going to take a 3 from the wing. Got it. Nelson with their Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer.
Good job by the Railers of keeping the ball moving. And you hear everybody always the team says one more pass, and that was one more to Nelson, who was wide open. Chatham lost him and their defensive assignment.
16-5 Railers, almost stolen away by Carson. Duran with it up top. Goes to the right to Simmons. Now to Detro on the corner, guarded by Cook. Now they'll work it back up top, work it around the perimeter. Appenzeller almost turned it over. Tracked down there by Duran. Now to Detro. Now Detro tries to get it to Appenzeller. He couldn't catch up to it. Out of bounds. Railer basketball.
Yeah, another turnover now for Chatham.
Jones returns for the Titans. He replaces Simmons.
16-5 Railers with the basketball. 6:30 on the clock here in the first half.
9 now for Chatham in the first, basically a quarter and a couple minutes.
Nelson in the corner. He's going to shoot another three. Oh, looked good. Just off the rim. Rebound to the Titans.
Right in front of us, and that thing looked as good as can be, but off the side of the rim and off for the Railers.
Detro goes to the right. Now they'll work it back to the left. Appenzeller, Detro. Over to Duran. Now Jones in the corner. Three on the way by Appenzeller. No good. Good box out by Carson. Out of bounds, going to go to the Railers.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And, one thing that beats the 1-2-2, or one of the things, is penetration into gaps and then kicking, and you finally get someone open. Right now, Chatham just putting it around the perimeter, passing around the perimeter, and not getting much penetration. They're not getting it in the middle, so it's tough to score against these guys.
Cook for a three up top. Got it. Nothing but net for Cook. And it's another Chris Coyne, State Farm three-pointer. 19-5 Railers. 5:20 to go, and another turnover on the Titans, and they just can't seem to beat that. It's not a full court press, but that three-quarter press, they can't figure it out.
No, right there, Detro too, just kind of one of those times where you pass it before you look to see if one's open, and you even saw it after he passed it. He kind of tried to hold it back and couldn't grab it. So you're right, they just out of sorts as far as going against the 1-2-2 right now. Here's another three for Cook.
Cook up top for a three, in and out, no good. About a quarter of the way down. Just rattled out, and Titans with the rebound. 19-5 Railers. Just under 5 minutes to go in the second. 42's into the ball game. There's a three, no good. Hayes with the rebound. Oh, got to be strong with that. Jones for a three, no good.
And again, the Railers getting beat a little bit on the boards. Hayes got the board, but got it taken away. Gave Jones another opportunity to make a three, and he's been 0 for 4 from three here. He's done a good job of trying to penetrate along the baseline, but I think if you're Lincoln, you're okay with him taking some shots. Just don't let him penetrate.
Helm for a little jumper, no good. And it's going to be off of the Railers as Helm saved it. Off a Railer, going to stay with the Titans on their own baseline. Stolen by Carson. We got 2-on-1 all the way up to Gowan. Layup up and good.
Yeah, defense turns into offense, and you get those two guys out on a break, and they are fast. And that was Carson to Gowan.
21-5 Railers, 4:20 to go in the first half. Jones going to pull for a funny-looking jumper. Nothing but net for Jones. Kind of off-balance shot there, but boy, he looks like he practiced that.
That's as good a shot as he's looked, and he's had some wide-open threes.
Carson into the lane, kicks it out to Gowan. Now they'll work it to the left to Saucy for a three. Chris Coyne, State Farm, three-pointer for Saucy.
And what I like, too, there, Carson drives baseline, not really looking to score, but he makes that defense shift all the way to this side with the bounce pass, or the pass.
Easy bucket by Jones. As there, they figured out the press a little bit. Josh worked to the middle. Got an easy bucket for Jones.
Yeah, Cook didn't step over. And
Carson, little nifty move and gets to the lane, up and good. Keon Carson with the deuce. He's got 4 points. And the Raiders up 26-9. And another steal as Nelson initially had the steal and tried to kick it over to Saucy and just went out of bounds.
I saw a lot of that in the sophomore game where it's just slippery. The ball's slippery. We've seen that several times here tonight. Nelson with the steal tried to give it to Saucy. Saucy couldn't control the pass to him.
Jones has a nice little travel there. Helm for a three in 4. That's held, not Helm. Held.
6'4" sophomore.
26-12 Railers, 3:10 to go in the first half. Railers with the basketball. Carson to Nelson on the wing. Now up top to Gowan, over to Carson on this side of the court. Around the back, now to the right. Boy, he's quick. Cook to the lane, nothing there. Kicks it out to Nelson. Nelson's going to take a deep three off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Held for the Titans.
And the Rails, you think we've had pretty good control of this game, and you look up and it's not out of hand by any means. Just down 14 are the Titans, and they just really haven't got any shots to go. It's going up.
There's a three by Jones. No good. No box out. Helm able to sneak his way through there and put it back. Got to find a body, get a butt on him, and get him out of there.
Yeah, it looks like Cook was standing right there and didn't go for the ball at all on the rebound.
26-14. Three by Gowan, up and good. Chris Coyne, State Farm. Three-pointer for Gowan. 29-14. The lead's 15 for the Railers. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Jones with it, guarded by Cook. Now Nelson tries to trap him. Get him in the corner, tapped it. Gowan with the takeaway. Good tap by Nelson as he went over and trapped him in the corner.
Yeah,
bad spot, where you want to be.
Bad spot to be.
Nelson for a three from the wing. Got it. Chris Coyne, State Farm, three-pointer for Nelson.
Yeah, and again, Keon gets in the lane and really nowhere to go as far as scoring the ball. But, man, a rifle pass out to Nelson. Nelson had his feet set, and when he gets them set, there's a good chance that thing's going in.
Steal by Nelson. We got a fast break by Nelson. Up and lost it. Had a foul kind of contributed to that, but Nelson with some tough defense right now, Josh.
Yeah,
he's had several tips and a steal there.
Again, just a pass not needed for Chatham. I mean, the guy was not pressured. He tries to make too long of a pass, almost cross court, and Nelson just kind of steps in the way.
A lot of hands on the knees, Josh. I think the Lincoln's bench, with them coming with 4 or 5 deep, it's really wearing on the Titans right now.
Yeah, Raylor's now 3 of 6 from the free throw line as Nelson misses the first one. Gowan went 1 of 3 on when he was fouled on a three-pointer. That's a golf of 2.
Nelson misses both. And stolen away by Kingsley. Nelson for a three. He's going to make up for those free throws and hit a three. And it's a Chris Coyne, State Farm three-pointer. Can we shoot free throws from out there?
Some would say that he's too close, I guess, from the free throw line. But you don't have anybody guarding you there.
Another steal. Gowan comes up with it. Now he'll give it to Cook. Cook's going to pull for a three. In and out. No good. Saucy tried to get the rebound. But number 2 for
Knadler.
Titans.
Yeah, freshman.
Knadler.
Carson's buddies.
Knadler?
Yeah, Knadler. His dad and brother, both good baseball players from Springfield High, my age.
35-14, 38 seconds to go in the first half. Titans with the basketball. 21-point lead for the Railers, their biggest lead of the night. There's a drive by Jones, and he's been their offense tonight, Josh.
You're right.
He's got 10.
Cook getting beat on the baseline again.
I'm sure Coach Al will address that. Cook's got to get more physical.
Yeah, he's not I'm not sure he's gotten any rebounds tonight either, Scott, and he's averaging about 5 or 6 rebounds a game.
35-16, 10 seconds on the clock. Kingsley with it. Now to Saucy on the wing. We got 7. Cook on the elbow. Trying to find, now he finds Gowan on the wing. Got it. Gowan's going to close out the first half with a Chris Coyne. State Farm three-pointer, and the Railers up 38-16 over the Titans. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the Ground Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic halftime show here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com present Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Basketball. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Railer basketball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Me Realty, locally owned and operated. Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Schneider Masonry, Family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Blades Nail and Hair Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skincare, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located in downtown Lincoln at 509 Pulaski Street. Call 217-735-4385. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter basketball.
Welcome back, Railer fans, here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. You're at the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show. Railers up 38-16 here at halftime. We'll run through the scoring. The Railers with a couple leaders in the scoring column so far. 9 points apiece from Camden Nelson and Aiden Gowan. 6 points for Tyler Saucy. 5 for Trey Schilling. 4 for Keon Carson, and 2 points for Jake Biven. The Railers shooting 62%, 13 of 21 from the field, blistering from three-point land, 9 of 17 for 53%, and actually shooting better from three than we are the free throw line. The Railers 3 of 7 from the free throw line for 43%. Only 4 turnovers for the Railers on 10 steals, which has helped grow this halftime lead of 22 points. The Titans are led by Josh Jones. Jones with 10, 3 apiece for Jonathan Helm and Matt Held. Titans 7 of 16 from the field, 44%, 1 of 8 from three-point land, and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. They've got 13 total rebounds, 4 of them offensive, and 16 turnovers for the Titans. 6 minutes and 25 seconds left here at halftime. We'll send it back to the studios. Be back here in a couple minutes. You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer basketball.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show. Josh Comnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby here from Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. The Railers up 38-16 here at halftime over the Titans from Chatham Glenwood High School. Again, a reminder, the Railers travel to Washington to take on the Panthers of Washington High School tomorrow. That is a 6:30 varsity start, so a 5 o'clock sophomore start. Again, the sophomores victorious tonight also before the varsity game, 48-34. And Scott, we've seen the Railers shoot somewhat poorly this year. We've seen them shoot hot over at Jacksonville. Didn't shoot it well on Saturday, but tonight 9 of 17 from three-point land. And you see some guys feeling it with some confidence tonight.
Yeah, you do, Josh. And sometimes we live and die by the three, but tonight, able to knock some down. Nelson always comes off the bench. He's good for a few. Cook and then Saucy and Gowan. We got some shooters. Just at times, like to see them get to the rim a little bit more and get to the foul line. We haven't been to the foul line much the past several games, and we haven't really put our opponents in foul trouble. And something tonight that's something that we might want to focus on just because of their depth.
Well, you're right, and you play against good defenses, and you're not always going to shoot 9 of 17 from the three-point land. You go on the road, and sometimes you don't shoot as well. So you've got to find those easier ways of scoring. Love what Keon Carson has done tonight. Gotten into the lane and found his teammates. He's gotten into the lane and scored a free throw. Scored a layup. So really, what you kind of want your point guard to do. I thought he's great defensively, really getting out in the passing lanes, causing trouble. The whole Railer defense has been good. We are giving up 29 points a game, 16 so far for Chatham, but 16 turnovers for Chatham, and they've really just kind of thrown it into bad spots against the 1-2-2.
Yeah, they haven't figured it out. They did a little bit there towards the end, but they're just having a hard time breaking that press, and bad decisions turn into 16 turnovers in the first half.
1 of 8 from the three-point land for Chatham, and they've got one guy in double figures who's really been their guy so far. Josh Jones with 10 points. He's 5 of 10 from the field, but 0 of 5 from three-point land. And when you don't shoot it well from the perimeter against this 1-2-2, it's just it can be tough sledding, especially the way the Railers have been playing defense so far this year. 1 minute and 34 seconds. We'll be back here in just a couple minutes for the second half action. The Railers up 38-16 here in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic halftime show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Welcome back to Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. Scott Kirby, Josh Comnick, Lloyd Kirby here this evening. Paula back at the studio as the Railers look to extend that lead, Josh, in the second half, up 38-16. And we want that magic number.
Well, I saw it earlier in the sophomore game, too. The Railers sophomores were up 16 at halftime, and Chatham cut it to, I think the closest they got was 8. But it was a slow second half for the Railers sophomores. And, of course, you don't want to see that. You obviously don't want to see that here either.
Lincoln Railer basketball to start the second half. As they pick up where they left off, tried to feed it down low to Biven, couldn't handle it, out of bounds, off the Railers, going to go to the Titans.
Nice crowd here for
absolutely
Tuesday night basketball.
A lot of familiar faces, a lot of former players in the crowd. You see Gavin Block, Max Cook.
Oh, yeah.
Ryan Thomas, Bryson Kirby, obviously.
Yeah, Jordan Nelson.
Right in front of us. So, yeah, it's Christmas time. Everybody's back for Christmas, and it's good to see them coming out and supporting their former team. 38-16 Railers, and we got a Chris Coyne ball loose. Have to stop play, reset.
Don't see that often.
All right, now we're ready to go. Game on. There we go. Titans with the basketball. Jones feeds it into Helm. Now out to Detro. 3 on the way off the front of the rim. No good. Schilling tipped it, but Cook got the rebound.
Yeah, Jones now 0 of 6 from three-point land, and he continues. He's heard us going to the basket and kind of continues to shoot the 3.
There they feed Cook as he loses control and just kind of punched it out there to Carson up top. Now Saucy with it in the corner to Bivin on the wing. Bivin will go right, up, kicks it out to Carson. Now to Schilling. Good defense by the Titans.
Pressure.
Yeah,
you're right. And they're really putting their forearm and into the Railers, so it's hard to get by when they allow those guys to put their forearm in your side. You just can't get by them.
I'm sure Coach Kirkpatrick had a few words to say at halftime, and the Titans come out with some intensity as Saucy throws up a 3. No good. Cook tries to save it. Saves it to Detro. Got a 2-on-1. Over to Helm. Up and blocked by Saucy.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
boy.
That looked like all ball to me.
That was
maybe
pretty
got
clean
him with
there.
some body.
I know it probably looked a little worse after the guy falls down on the ground, but pretty clean there.
Helm's going to get 2 free throws. That's Saucy's first foul. Team first here in the second. Free throw up and no good.
I just think sometimes when they volleyball spike it almost, the referees think that it's going to be some sort of a foul. Saucy went up with an aggressive swing of to try to block it, but I don't know. It looked pretty good to me.
I'm no referee, but I think they anticipate the foul as well. Sure. Sometimes it's just not there. But that's all right. Helm gets 1 out of 2. 38-17, 6:13 to go in the third. Carson with it on the wing for the Railers. He'll go right, look for Cook. Nothing's there. Over to Saucy. Now to Schilling. Schilling kicks it out to Bivin.
Going to have to get some back cuts here and some back doors to get. That's a foul.
Yeah, he held Bivin going in, and Bivin uses the backboard. And Bivin gets a bucket, 40-17. Now, is it backboard or bankboard?
It's bankboard. That's my dad's favorite shot.
Dad's favorite shot.
Bank it. Yeah. You got an angle, use it.
40-17. There's a good trap by the Railers. Now they work it out of there, the Titans. Detro in the corner to Held.
Good job by Tyler to sprint out there.
Tries to get by Cook. Cook blocks it. Bivin comes out with it. He pushes left. Almost loses it. Now kicks it out to Saucy. Railers will reset with Carson on the wing. He'll find a lane. Spin to the right. Up and no good, but a good move by Carson as he goes left, spins right, but just couldn't finish.
Boy, it's a great move, too, and you just hate to see that happen when you miss a shot on a great move, and especially Carson when he can get in the lane and do that. It's in the basket we need.
Ooh, thought he got him on the arm, but going to let him get away with that. But Detro's going to be guilty for the foul as the Railers had a little fast break going on. Now we'll have to inbound all the way down here. Saucy to Carson. 5 minutes to go in the third. 40-17 Railers. Cook on the wing. Now up top to Bivin. Kicks it into Schilling. Schilling for a 3. Left it way short. Airballed it. Comes down to Helm. Over to Detro. Detro gets it across the timeline. Now picks up his dribble. Guarded by Bivin. Gets it over to Simmons. Now in the corner. Back up top to Detro.
Good job by Bivin. Sprinting out and getting out on right on the pass. He does a good job of moving while the ball's in the air.
Detro over to Simmons. Ooh, a little carry by Simmons. Yeah. No call now. Detro. Jones with it. Guarded by Bivin and Cook. Get out. Simmons for a 3 off the rim. No good. Bivin goes in for the rebound, but he's going to be fouled.
Yeah, 34.
By
Helm.
Helm or Held?
Kind of pushed Bivin. Helm, I think. 34 okay. They got Helm. You don't mind the effort there by Helma going after the rebound, but just pushed it. Bivin was up just as high as.
We were both wrong. It's on Jones.
Really?
Yeah, I'm with you. I thought it was either held or Helm, but Jones is a guilty one. His team second.
We'll take it on him even more.
Absolutely.
He's got 10 points.
Railers with the basketball. Saucy to Cook. Cook up top. Guarded there by Jones. Now kicks it over to Carson. Carson head fakes. Now to Schilling up top. Trying to get something down to Cook, but nothing there. Now Saucy for a three in the corner. Got it.
Yeah, and quick.
Yeah. Saucy with the Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer. He's got 9 points. Railers have 43.
Barely hit Tyler's hands, and it was off, and it looked good, too. Nice arch, good rotation on the ball from Saucy, and nice to get him going here for this stretch of a game tomorrow and then a little bit of a break, but then head down to Collinsville for 4 games.
Detro gets to Jones on the wing. Guarded there by Bivin. Now up top to Detro. Over to Duran. Now in the corner to Jones. There's a travel, no call. Up to Duran, over his head, out of bounds. Railer basketball.
Yeah, you just get not a lot of penetration really by Chatham. They got to hit gaps and try to get into the lane, kind of what Carson's doing against their man. Get in there and kick it out, or get in there and trying to score. Just not a lot of penetration, which limits you on the ways to score when you're trying to go against this 1-2-2.
Nelson, Gowan, Hayes in for the Railers. Bivens, Saucy, Schilling going to have a seat. Gowan with it, now up top to Nelson. Nelson will dribble it out of there. Now kick it over to Carson, who gives it to Hayes. Now Cook in the corner. Railers 43, Titans 17. Carson for a deep three, got it. Carson can shoot it, and he's got a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer.
Yeah, when he can do that, boy, they're laying off of him, Scott, which a lot of teams have done. They've done the scouting report, and they'll lay off of Carson. But, man, if he can get 1 to 2 of those to go down, doesn't have to be every game, but just honor him. Yeah, and then he goes by you, and then he just opens up floor for everybody.
2:25 to go in the third quarter. Railers with a 29-point lead. They work it down off the backboard. Simmons comes away with it. Now tipped out of bounds off Hayes. Good defense by the Railers as they're reacting pretty quick tonight.
Yeah, quick on the feet.
Hands.
And one thing I was kind of concerned about it when I was thinking about the game tonight, a little bit different. No school today, so there's a little bit different. Maybe you're a little more rested, didn't have the full day of academics to go through. And as you said, our guys look really quick here tonight.
Railers with 46 points. That's about 2 games worth against Titans.
11 threes, 11 of 21 from three-point land so far here tonight.
Well, that'll help you out. Detro to Simmons. Now back to Detro. Jones, Simmons in the corner. Appenzeller, little jumper, no good. Gowan with the rebound.
Way up there. 17 points just for Chatham so far. They had 16 at half. Only 1 point here. 1 minute 40 left here in the third quarter.
Cook with it, just above the elbow. Now Gowan's going to take a three. Ooh, in and out, no good. Looked good. Rolled around, popped out, no good.
Yeah, good set play too. And Gowan, good looking shot. Just as you said, little.
That's stolen away. Carson, you're not going to catch him. Up and good.
You can maybe only block it from behind, but they're not going to.
Your best bet is grab his jersey. 48-17 Railers, 31-point advantage.
I don't know if the Titans are telegraphing their passes more than some of the teams we've played, but the Railers, you see them trying to jump passing lanes here a lot more than as of late.
Jones for a three, no good. There's a rebound from Appenzeller. He'll put it back up and good. And the lead is 48-19, 45 seconds to go in the third. Railers with the basketball. Nelson looking for Cook, nothing there. Now Carson for another three, way up top. It's a Chris Coyne State Farm three-pointer for Carson, and those are NBA threes there.
That one was real deep there. And again, they're laying off of him, and when a guy starts to get it going a little bit, that's over and back. How do 2 guys watching that not see
stolen away
that?
by Carson. 15 seconds on the clock. Railers with the basketball. And Komnick's licking his chops because we're going to go into the fourth with 30-point lead.
Yeah, you better not give up an easy score here, Railers.
Nelson for a three. Got it. Nelson finishes out the third with an exclamation point, and it's the Railers 54, the Titans 19. We'll take a commercial break. We'll have a quick fourth quarter here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
Alzheimer's, it was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Welcome back to Lincoln Railer basketball on WLCN 96.3 FM. Fourth quarter just about to be underway with the Railers with a 54-19 lead.
13 threes, Scott, and 6 two-pointers.
Wow, that's
and 3 free throws.
What's our percentage from three?
13 of 24, 54%.
That's pretty good. Running clock here in the fourth. Titans with the basketball. Jones in the corner. Yes. Stevens checks into the ball game.
In, yeah. Kingsley back in the lineup. Hayes is out there. Cook's taking a break. Of course, the Railers got a game tomorrow night, so Coach.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll empty that bench here shortly.
Yeah, they've got a tough one over in Washington tomorrow. Again, that's a 6:30 start. Listen to us. Don't check your calendars. I think schedules, some of those are that's off.
Appenzeller misses the three-pointer. And he's going to hear it for a little bit from our student section, dressed in their Santa Claus gear.
I think if it was a little closer game, he'd really hear about it.
Nelson kicks it out to Kingsley, swings it over to Hayes, now to Gowan on the wing. Up top to Kingsley, he'll go left, kick it to Hayes, now they'll reset. Nelson's going to take a three, nothing but net for Nelson, and it's another Chris Coyne, State Farm three-pointer, and that's 14 threes. What's the record?
I don't know. I have to look it up. Almost steal by Gowan. Again, shooting that, but set the, in credit Kingsley there, he set that up. He got in the middle of the lane, kicked it to Hayes, and then Nelson's man had to go get on Hayes, and then Hayes did a good job of kicking it to Nelson for another three-pointer.
Detro over to Jones. Jones dribbles in, nothing there. Now kick it, try to kick it back out to Detro, now does. Detro there guarded by Gowan. Over to Appenzeller. And out of bounds, another turnover for the Titans. And the coaches of the Titans are just, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. They just sit back, watch it, and ready for this game to be over.
Yeah, one of those games you throw the film away and you forget about it and hope that you got a game tomorrow. At least the players, I would think, hopefully they have a game tomorrow because they don't want to go to practice, I wouldn't think.
I cannot blame them. Kingsley with it in the corner. Now Stevens up top to Nelson. Nelson goes left, finds a lane, loses control, and they're going to get a charge call on Nelson as he lost control, and Detro stepped in front of him to take the charge. 57-19, clock running, 5:35 to go in the ball game. Tuesday night basketball, as Joss mentioned, we're back in action tomorrow as we travel to Washington before Christmas break. Jones dribbles right, blocked there by Hayes, now kicks it over to Simmons, stolen by Kingsley, now Gowan comes out there with it like a rocket, up and no good, but he'll be fouled by Detro, and Gowan just took that, Josh, and he was gone.
Yeah, boy, him and Carson are fast. When they get a steal and they get a head of steam going, there's not a lot of people. What scares you the most is are they going too fast where they don't make the layup? We've seen that too, but man, I love both the way they've played defense tonight. I think they've shot the passing lanes. Coach Alexander a little bit more has started to, looks like, back the point guard off into the top and take away the middle guy. But and then that allows those wings, I think, to shoot those gaps a little bit more on longer passes.
Carson Komnick checks in for the Railers. Gets it into Kingsley. Now over to Gowan. 4:29 to go in the game. Comnick. Now Kingsley kicks it out to Gowan. Gives it to Stevens. Stevens goes left. Gives it to Comnick. Now Comnick dribbles right to Gowan. Railers are working some time. Hayes finds the lane up and good. Good strong move by Hayes.
Yeah, he played really good. He had a really good sophomore game today and getting better. I think coach is playing him a lot more at the sophomore level to figure out ways to score. And obviously in the next couple of years, the Railers are going to need him to score some baskets. And he had a really nice game today.
Feed it into Appenzeller. Hayes, good job there cutting him off. Now Simmons with it over to Detro. Back to Simmons. Bounce pass over to Jones in the corner. Now they'll work it back this way with Detro to Appenzeller. Up top, it's almost stolen there by Kingsley. Now Detro to Jones. Jones fakes, pulls up, jumper, no good. Gets his own rebound, tries to fight for it. A late whistle. And we're going to have a foul on the Railers. I don't know that it was on the shot. The shot was already
had the rebound.
Yeah.
Railer foul on number 2, Aiden Gowan. That is his first.
Foul is on Gowan, his first, team third. Railers up by 40, 3 minutes to go.
Jones will go to the free throw line for the Titans. Two shots coming.
Our referee is wiping the sweat up off the floor, and the clock's still going. If I was normally, the coach would complain about the time kicking off, but I don't think Coach Kirkpatrick's too concerned about that.
He wants a fast forward
about that.
Now a whole slug of substitutions coming in. It looks like we've got Miller, Kingsley, Stevens, Hayes, and Comnick for the Railers.
Short.
And a whole new crew for the Titans as Jones misses the free throw, gets his own rebound. Kicks it out. No, he don't. He's going to pull for a jumper and get it. 2:18 to go in the ball game. 59-22 Railers. Kingsley finds the lane up and good.
Yeah, you talk about speed. Kingsley's got a lot of it too. He took off like a rocket and saw a wide open lane, and left-handed player put it up on a nice right-handed layup.
61-22. We are under 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Titans work it around. They get it down to Jones. Jones kicks it back out to Appenzeller. Nothing there. Guarded by Kingsley. Horn checks in for the Railers. Number 33 up and no good from the Titans. Rebound comes down to Comnick, who dishes over to Kingsley, who trots it across the timeline. Kick over in the corner for Comnick, and he couldn't handle it. I think he was trying to set up to shoot that three, Josh, but just didn't quite have the handle.
Yeah, that's a slippery ball.
Slippery ball.
Maybe, I don't know.
1:18 to go. Titans with the basketball.
Miller, Kingsley, and Horn.
All Railers from the get-go tonight. Work it down low to Held. He'll get up, and Horn thought he had all ball, but he's going to commit the foul.
Lady Railers lead Chatham tonight also 67-13 after three quarters.
Boy.
So they've got a quick fourth quarter as well. And that's, I was talking with someone earlier, maybe it was last week, about playing Chatham, and Central State 8 does that now, I think, where if the boys are playing, like for instance, we're playing the boys here tonight, they will play the girls same night away at the other. And I just told whoever I was talking to, I don't like it because you just, as a student or a fan, you don't get to cheer on your friends. And
exactly.
I don't know,
if you want to do a day-night game where you can attend both, that's fine.
I
don't think they're going to listen to us, though.
Didn't agree on that.
But Kingsley's going to hold the ball as time's running down.
Yeah, it looks like both Railers and the Lady Railers are going to come out with victories over
wins.
Central State 8 opponents here. 61-23. The Railer boys are going to take this one and improve their record to 9-1 and continue their winning streak to 8 games now.
That's going to do it tonight for the Railers and the Titans. Once again, your final score 61-23. We'll take a commercial break. We come back, we'll have the Ground Incorporated Schneider Chiropractic post-game show here on WLCN 96.3 FM.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
You're in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic post-game show. Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby here from a happy Roy S. Anderson Gymnasium. The Railers win 61-23 here on a Tuesday night. We'll run through the scoring here. First for the visitors, the Titans from Chatham Glenwood High School. They were led tonight by Josh Jones. Jones with 13. 4 points apiece for Jonathan Helm and Matt Held, and 2 points for Cameron Appenzeller. Titans shoot 9 of 26 from the field from two-point land. They were 1 of 12 from three-point land, 4 of 8 from the free throw line. 20 total rebounds, 7 of them offensive. They had 22 turnovers on 2 steals for the Titans. You know, it's got 22 turnovers and only 2 assists. Not a good ratio for the Titans here tonight. The Railers were led tonight with a couple guys in double figures. Leading scorer for the Railers, Camden Nelson. Nelson with 15, 5 of 7 from three-point land. Keon Carson, his high for the season, 12 for the 5'9 junior. 9 points apiece for Aiden Gowan and Tyler Saucy. 5 for Trey Schilling. 4 for Jake Biven. 3 points for the leading scorer, Peyton Cook. 2 for Drew Hayes and also Cage Kingsley. And the Railers win 61-23. The Railers shoot 65% from the field, 56% from three-point land, 14 of 25. 3 of 7 from the free throw line. They had 10 rebounds. I guess when the other team turns it over a lot and you don't miss too many, you don't get many rebounds. Only 10, 0 offensive rebounds for the Railers tonight. 7 turnovers on 15 assists, 14 steals for the Railers. Nice to see, too, bench scoring. 28 points for the Railers off the bench. Again, 61-23, that'll do it. Well, not do it quite. Not quite yet. We haven't seen Coach Alexander yet here in the post-game show. Send it back to the studios for a couple minutes. We'll be back here in the Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic post-game show, and you're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
Welcome back here at the postgame show. The Ground Incorporated and Schneider Chiropractic postgame show. Josh Komnick along with Scott Kirby and Lloyd Kirby, and a happy Coach Neil Alexander Court. Getting the Railers win 61-23. The Railers 14 of 25 from three-point land. Scott, you asked what the all-time record in a game by a Lincoln Railer team on three-pointers made. That's the record of 18 that was done.
1996.
1996.
I was right.
95-96.
Well, yeah.
And I'm thinking that was, and I could be wrong, 98. Oh, that was my sophomore year. Yeah, we made 18 in the triple overtime game in Lanphier. Yeah, I can't remember how old I am. Yeah, that was my sophomore year. Jason Osborne.
You're old.
Todd Coots, Ryan Cross, Brad Bobb, Adam Osborne. 18 threes in the triple overtime game that we lost in the sectional championship at the Convention Center in Springfield.
Yeah, that was...
I think we were 18 of 51. Imagine 51
Man, you
threes.
guys are some chuckers.
Well, we didn't have a whole lot of size, and Lanphier was considerably bigger than us. Chukadebe was 6'8" or 9 that went to Illinois. Jeff Walker went to Iowa. His brother, cousin maybe, another Walker. Leonard, I think, was 6'7", went to UIC. I mean, they were... It was a hell of a feat for us to get into triple overtime with those guys. And
well, you're chucking up 51 shots and making 18 threes. That's gonna help your case.
It did until the third quarter, or the third overtime, I guess you should say.
Wheels fell off. Huh?
Yeah, we ran out of foul trouble, or we ran into a lot of foul trouble, and they still had a bunch of dudes left. Coach Alexander joins. Coach, we were just mentioning 14 threes for the Railers tonight. We went back to the record books. You probably remember the triple overtime game. My sophomore year, we made 18. So
we won that game.
Well, we did win it, although the referees decided that we did not. But they were close tonight. Well, we shot it well.
Yeah, we did. That makes you look pretty good. But I did think we moved defensively. We created some things. You know, with our defense, we got some easy layups and things, and when you do that against a team like Chatham that's going to be very, very solid defensively, that really helps you out. So that was a big plus for us, and plus, again, like you said, when you make as many threes as you did, that really helps things.
Coach, it almost looks like sometimes, especially when teams go a 2-1-2, you almost bring the point guard in to take away the middle at the free throw line. And what I noticed tonight was Gowan and Carson just jetting through on those passing lanes from point guard to point guard or guard to guard up top that you said created a lot of easy layups or some layups.
Well, that's what we just call our flathead. We just take our point guard, and if a team matches up or runs a 2-1-2 offense, which is really gives us trouble. But we got hurt on it Saturday against Effingham. So you take a look at your tape and your films, and you try to make the adjustments. And that's one of the adjustments that we've tried to make is, play a flathead. If they don't put a shooter up on the point, then you can afford to do that.
So a lot of good defense tonight, Coach. You talked about a lot of defense into offense, and you got Carson out there hitting threes now, which is going to help his game because now they got to be honest with him. If he can hit that three, that's just going to open up that lane a little bit more. Yeah,
Keon, he made a couple, and I thought he made and set up our shooters 2 or 3 times. I thought he played a good all-around game, and he hit some shots, and he's not one lacking from confidence. So he keeps playing hard, and like I said, I've not coached a kid that's that quick. He can. If that ball's loose and it's within, and somebody goes half speed at it, he's definitely going to beat them to it.
And that just gives us a different look on defense too. When you got Carson and Gowan both up top there, and their quickness creates a lot of havoc for the offense.
Yeah, we even ran. When we had Aiden and him in the game, we put him on the wing, and he had one really great block out down there on the baseline, and
ball went out of bounds.
The ball went out of bounds. Pound for pound, you're not going to find anybody any stronger than what he is, and he held that guy off, and the ball went out of bounds, and we got the ball.
Yeah, 5 assists for Keon. 2 of 3 from 3, 5 of 7 from the field. But
and he missed a layup. He was wide open.
Yeah. Cook didn't get much going tonight, Coach. But it was nice to see some of the other Railers. He's coming in 13 a game, about 5 rebounds, and just a night where he didn't have it going. And it was nice to see the other guys pick up for him.
Yeah, if he's the only one that ever scores, then we're an easy target, so that does help out. And we had good balance scoring tonight, and we just hopefully can continue to build on what happened today. We played with a lot of intensity and emotion, and we'll have to do the same tomorrow night.
Well, Lincoln basketball not really popular in Chatham-Glenwood right now, Coach, as the Lady Railers beat up on the Lady Titans 74-22. So some running clocks there for both games. So, congratulations to them. They're having a great year as well. And we're going to mix it up a little bit tomorrow, traveling to Washington, a team we don't see very often, but they're usually a good team year in, year out.
Yeah, they're very, very sound in how they play and what they do, and it'll be a struggle. They play very well at home. They shoot the ball very well at home, and they guard really well at home and get away with a lot at home. We'll have to be at the best of our game, and it's great for us. It's a challenge for us to go play a good team and see where we're at.
Yeah, unfortunately, really so far, Coach, other than the Mount Zion game, we haven't had a whole lot of those so far. We hope, I hope anyway, that we get something like that, because you're definitely going to have 1 or 2 in Collinsville.
Oh, without a doubt. And you play them for the competition, and if you want to get better, you got to play good people, and that's why Washington's on the schedule, and we'll travel up there, and hopefully after tonight we'll play with a little bit of confidence.
Now that's a 6:30 game tomorrow night?
It's a 6:30. Okay. I did say that we were playing at 5:30 and 7, but no, it's a 5 and 6:30 start. So hopefully everybody will come up, and I know we were up there the other night scouting them, and they had a packed house, so we could sure help have our fans up there to help us out.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, good win tonight. And we'll get back at it tomorrow night as we finish up the first quarter of the season and get ready for that Collinsville tournament.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you.
That'll do it for us here in Lincoln. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow at 6:30 as the Railers are on the road to take on the Panthers from Washington, Illinois. Our broadcast will begin with the pregame show starting roughly around 6 o'clock. For station manager Jim Ash, studio producer, director Paula Kodak, Josh Komnick, Lloyd Kirby, this is Scott Kirby. Once again, the final score here in Lincoln, the Railers 61, the Titans 23. The Railers now stand at 9-1. We hope you enjoyed this broadcast and would like to thank our listeners for listening and our sponsors for sponsoring. This has been a production of WLCN Sports 96.3 FM. We ask you to patronize our sponsors and say thank you for allowing us to bring you Lincoln Railer basketball. From Lincoln, Illinois, good evening, everyone. It's time to send you back to the studio for the Classic Rock Experience on the Nighttime Fix 96.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Me Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Me Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Me Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at merealty.com.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com present Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Basketball. WLCN's live stream video coverage of Railer basketball is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Me Realty, locally owned and operated. Me Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at merealty.com. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Heartland Community College is Lincoln's community college. At Heartland, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to be a successful student. Discover Heartland, discover your future. Visit heartland.edu/Lincoln. Schneider Masonry, family owned and operated in Central Illinois with over 40 years of experience, serving builders, contractors, and homeowners. Free estimates available. Call 217-314-9654. Blades Nail and Hair Salon, located at 241 Madigan Drive in Lincoln, offering salon services for hair, skincare, waxing, nails, lashes, and brows. Go online to bladeshairandnailsalon.com or call 217-732-7213. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located in downtown Lincoln at 509 Pulaski Street. Call 217-735-4385. Thank you for watching WLCN's coverage of Lincoln Community High School Rail Splitter Basketball. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.